What if your dog isn't just hearing you? What if it's holding you? Imagine this. The world is loud, your mind is racing, and then your dog does that one strange thing, leans into your ribs and just stays. Your breath drops, your chest loosens, no words, no tricks, just a switch. That switch has a name in old stories, the guardian. The ancients said that when the world tilts, the guardians wake up, not in robes, in fur. Here's my promise. Stay with me till the end, and you'll walk away with 2 concrete things you can use tonight. 1. The 60-second signal test that shows whether your dog is a guardian and how to initiate the link without a single word. 2. The 3 unmistakable signs your dog didn't just end up with you, it chose you. If you've ever felt your dog know something about you before you said a word, comment "I remember" right now, so I know you're one of us. And if you have that one friend whose dog is different, share this video with them, because what we're about to uncover could change how they see that animal forever. Breathe once. Look at your dog in your mind's eye. Now let's go, because the moment you understand what's happening, you'll never be able to unsee it. Part 2 begins exactly where we are, inside that moment. Start here, the moments nobody can explain but everyone recognizes. A dog that gets up and parks itself in the doorway, guarding both directions before anyone knocks. A dog that wakes a sleeping person seconds before the panic spiral hits. A dog that refuses to step into one particular room, won't pass one particular person, won't leave one particular child's side. We wrote these off as coincidence. But cross continents and the descriptions repeat like a chorus. Doorway duty, sitting in thresholds, not inside the room, facing out, still as a statue. The anchor lean, shoulder or rib cage pressed into you, no pawing, no begging, just pressure until your breath drops. Focused stare, not spacing out, locked in, ears neutral, mouth soft, like a radar dish that found the signal. If you've seen even one of those, here's the rule. Assume intelligence, not accident. Because when the same impossible behavior shows up in living rooms that have never met, you're not looking at quirks, you're looking at a system. Call it intuition, call it energy, call it field, use any word you like. The name isn't the power, the practice is, and practice begins with observation. Where your dog sits when nothing's wrong, who it watches when the room is busy, how long it holds a position without being asked. Keep that in your back pocket, because in part 5, I'll hand you the signal test that lets you start the connection on purpose. For now, feel this question in your bones. What if your dog isn't trying to get your attention? What if it's trying to give you back your center? And there's a reason this is flaring up now, which is where we go next. Every era has a story for the thing we don't have language for. The Egyptians told one about thresholds, about moments and places where one world thins into another. At those thresholds, they placed guardians, not to bark orders, to hold presence. Whether you take that as poetry or prophecy doesn't matter. What matters is this. The noisier our world becomes, the more valuable presence becomes, and your dog is built to run it. Watch what happens in a chaotic space. Your dog won't out-talk the noise. It will out-presence it. It will position itself in the path of motion. It will choose corners, angles, and lines of sight that map the human nervous systems in the room. Sometimes it plants itself between you and a person it doesn't trust. Sometimes it stares into nothing, and later you learn it wasn't nothing at all. Here's the part we usually miss. Intervention doesn't look dramatic. True guardians are subtle. They don't paw and cry. They arrive and hold. They become a fixed point so you can find your way back. So how do you separate ordinary attention-seeking from real intervention? This simple filter. What happens to your breath? If your dog's action corresponded with your breath lengthening, your shoulders dropping, your eyes softening, that wasn't a bid for pets. That was a system syncing. Hold this thought because we're building towards something you can repeat on command. But before we flip the switch, you need one more piece, the part most people ignore until their dog burns out. Guardians carry weight. If your dog is doing this work, you'll see it on your heavy days. Extra naps, avoidance of crowded rooms, a sudden need for sun, grass, or fresh air. That's not laziness. That's discharge. If you want the link to stay strong, do 3 simple things. 1. Release walks, not heel, not obedience drills. Just slow, nose-led walking where they choose the route for 10 minutes. Think of it as your dog's reset button, and yes, it resets you too. 2. Quiet resets, phone face down, sit on the floor, 1 hand on their shoulder, 1 on your own chest. Breathe a 4 count in, 6 count out for 2 minutes. Don't train, just co-regulate. 3. Safe zones. Give them a bed that is not in a choke point. No hallways, no door frames. Guardians love thresholds, but their rest spot must be off duty. Think corners with a view, not lanes with traffic. Do those 3 and you'll notice something weird and beautiful. The more you honor their off switch, the more precise their on switch becomes. Okay, you've seen the pattern. You've tuned the link. Now it's time to cash the promise. We're about to run the 60-second signal test. No words, no gestures, and then I'll give you the 3 signs that your dog chose you. If you're still here, you're my people. Ready? The 60-second signal test. Do this tonight. No talking, no pointing, just attention and breath. Set the scene. Sit in a quiet spot. Phone on airplane mode. Exhale once long. Pick a simple physical target. Example, your dog standing in the doorway. Picture it clearly for 15-20 seconds. The doorway, your dog standing there, you smiling when it happens. Loop the mini-movie, aim your chest, not your eyes. Without turning your head yet, let your chest and attention pour toward the doorway like a beam. Hold that beam, do not move, do not speak. Watch for tiny tells, ear flick, head tilt, eyes shift, a single step. If you see even orientation, keep the picture and the chest beam steady. Mark the moment softly. When your dog gets even halfway, say it pauses in line with the doorway. Barely whisper yes or give a slow chest rub. Then let the moment fade. No treats needed. The reward is your soft presence. Run that test 3 evenings in a row. If your dog is a guardian, night 2 is usually where the link clicks. It won't feel like a trick. It'll feel like you both remembered an old language. Now, as promised, the 3 unmistakable signs your dog chose you. Sign 1, the threshold instinct. In week 1, your dog naturally parks at thresholds, stairs, doorways, hallway mouths, facing outward like security. That's not anxiety, that's assignment. Sign 2, the mirror mood. Within 30 seconds of you shifting state, calm, tense, or tense, calm, your dog's body mirrors you without a word. They tighten when you're wired, loosen when you soften. That's not mimic, that's synchronization. Sign 3, the recall before call. You think their name or picture them, and they appear from another room. The more intense your state, the more precise their timing. That's not coincidence, that's link. 2 of 3. You weren't paired by chance, you were matched. Now it's your turn to anchor this for someone else. If the signal test did anything for you, if your dog oriented, stepped, or simply melted your breath back into your ribs, comment, "I remember," and tell us what happened. Your story becomes someone else's proof. And if you know one person who needs this, someone anxious, someone healing, someone whose dog does weird things, share this video with them right now. Put it in a message. Drop it in a group. You have no idea who you'll steady by doing that. Because once you've seen your dog answer a picture you never said out loud, you'll never look at those eyes the same way again.